Heyo and welcome to all. Time to move away from the Morningstar family and get to the other big guys the series has to offer. Starting with Alastor. I did give a small disclaimer already in the intro, but I really do want to raise awareness that the lore and the reimagining from me is far from kind. Now, I wanted to lean heavily into the starving Wendigo part that seems to have inspired his design and more so his lore. A cannibal, a radio host hiding in the woods, eventually mistaken for a deer. I quite love this very short synopsis already. It's strange and so intriguing. And I feel like it's not as messy as the other stories, or at least I can get behind it better. This deer imagery also fits with him faking his innocence at all times, how he used to look innocent, sound innocent, yet I feel that he is quite bothered by this innocent look he almost has with this vegetarian creature, especially since he was a cannibal, eating flesh, indulging in flesh with his teeth, his smile. It's not just forced in a creepy way, but it's actually forever, more or less. The teeth also have some inspiration by the water deer, who has some fangs, I found out. I think those are really cute. I gave him a cramp-like grin that he can never stop. Truly. His jaw is shut and always so much in pain. I really wanted to give him a real punishment with this. His voice would only be audible through the speaker that painfully throbs and jitters with each word he utters. The speaker in his throat would also explain his radio and statically old-time voice some more as well, referring back to his radio host times. I feel like it would glitch with his temperament, get quieter, get louder randomly, glitch out with his jaw shut in this painful smile, the speaker occupying his throat. He's truly unable to eat. The true punishment for a sin of eating other people, of overindulging in cannibalism. Something so extreme. With the deer imagery, I elongated his limbs since deer tend to be very elegant and having long and slender legs, but also inspired by the immensely tall Wendigos who also suffer from always starving, which is why I kept him eerily thin, like the starving Wendigo he is supposed to be. Also, actually having his ears look like deer ears and not like fox ears, even though I quite do love foxes, it was just not fitting. Also, not tiny antlers that only barely hint at the deer part, but having actual big, heavy antlers, intimidatingly big. I opted for hooves again, since I just quite love messing up the feet and the way you walk. It's so freaky to me. Since he's such a thin creature, he doesn't actually leave any hoof prints, unlike Lilith. The scare factor, the body horror being a main part of this redesign, making him look more demonic, hellish, and a gruesome sinner. Starving, but unable to die, painfully thin and brittle to the point he needs a staff to actually hold himself up and walk without twisting his joints too badly. His suit hiding a corset, braces to keep his bones from breaking, the teeth and ribs he takes from his victims, functioning also as braces to some extent, supporting his frail body. The teeth also signify his hunger some more, with mouths everywhere, but being unable to feed on anything. His antlers will be weighing him down, anxiously so, almost breaking his neck to the weight, but never actually doing so, but always giving the impression that they will. Due to their weight, he has to move his head slowly, with precision, giving him another creep factor as he moves slowly, with heavy steps that seem unnatural for such a thin individual. Instead of being drowned in red, his color palette is inspired by the sepia and black and white tones of old-time TV, since he was a radio host way back when. There's still a tint of red, indeed, but that's more due to the massive amount of blood he would have covered himself in while butchering his victims while he was still living, though I did try to keep it very muted and very subtle, making him stand out from all the red that is hell. I never understood the need to go to the tailor in the series when Serpent just ripped his coat, since it was already looking rather ripped and tattered. Now it actually looks well kept and neat compared to this rose, especially with the neatly ordered teeth and ribs he has taken from his many victims in hell. Since he is a starving corpse, more or less, his eyes are sunken, half-lidded, too weak to be opened fully, yet it always looks like they are wide open. I love this shadow self that he has in the series and kept that. It would move sometimes on its own with no one else looking, manipulating the environment slightly. But just when the others are looking at it again, at Alastor again, it would return to normal, only the eyes staring back somehow from it. I quite struggled first designing the shadow. I didn't want to go too far with it, and I wanted to show it properly, but I don't have any objects that it like can fall on or a proper wall. So yeah, it might look a little bit weird. Also, I firstly, in the very first sketch, wanted to have him have some bones, some teeth dangling on his antlers, but I decided against it since it just cluttered his design and it didn't keep this neat and very organized vibe to him. Those will be all of my major notes to the design and my interpretation of Alastor. I hope you guys have a good time with the rest of the time lapse.
I bite at the hand that feeds me, slap at the face that eats me. Some kind of animal, cannibal. Animal, cannibal. How do I meet the strangest men? They always seem to find me. Remember that time way back when I kissed a guy who ate his women friends? Now only dogs will follow me. Is he following? I bite at the hand that feeds me, slap at the face that eats me. Some kind of animal, cannibal, made impressions on me. Have we met before? Possibly in Michigan, in some strange department store. We won't see him anymore. Who knows how some people turn to strange ones? Is it up to me to make them into dead ones? Here we go again. I bite at the hand that feeds me, slap at the face that eats me. Some kind of animal, cannibal. Animal, cannibal.
On the farm, every Friday, on the farm, it's rabbit pie day. So every Friday that ever comes along, I get up early and sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Bang, 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 bang goes the farmer's gun. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, 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 run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't give the farmer his fun, fun, fun. He'll get by without his rabbit pie. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Bang, 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 bang goes the farmer's gun. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, 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 rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't give the farmer his fun, fun, fun. He'll get by without his rabbit pie. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run.
For the touch of your lips, dear, but much more for the touch of your whips, dear. You can raise welts like nobody else as we dance to the Masochism Tango. Let our love be a flame, not an ember. Say it's me that you want to dismember. Blacken my eye, set fire to my tie as we dance to the Masochism Tango. At your command, before you here I stand. My heart is in my hand. Ugh, it's here that I must be. My heart entreats, just hear those savage beats, and go put on your cleats and come and trample me. Your heart is hard as stone or mahogany. That's why I'm in such exquisite agony. My soul is on fire, it's aflame with desire, which is why I perspire when we tango. You caught my nose in your left castanet, love. I can feel the pain yet, love, every time I hear drums, and I envy the rose that you held in your teeth, love, with the thorns underneath, love, sticking into your gums. Your eyes cast a spell that bewitches. The last time I needed 20 stitches to sew up the gash you made with your lash as we dance to the Masochism Tango. Bash in my brain and make me scream with pain, then kick me once again and say we'll never part. I know too well I'm underneath your spell, so darling, if you smell something burning, it's my heart. Excuse me. Take your cigarette from its holder and burn your initials in my shoulder. Fracture my spine and swear that you're mine as we dance to the Masochism Tango.
They say my hunger's a problem. They tell me to cut my appetite. They say I can keep myself from trying a bite of every bait in sight. They wish your patience